Soul Salvation. This demo has a perfect dodge and a projectile deflect, so it makes it into parry review. So here I'm showing you how to buy the perfect dodge and the projectile deflect. You can buy both of these from the very start of the game, so you don't have to needlessly grind or anything. The game is a roguelite, so every time you finish an area, you get a choice of 3 buffs. So let's get into it. I like this game. It's not a perfect game, but it does a lot of things right. It's fun, the combat is fast enough, you can deflect projectiles and return them to sender. However, you cannot parry melee attacks. You cannot block them either. You cannot perfect block melee attacks. You can only dodge and perfect dodge. And right now, there doesn't seem to be a counter attack for the perfect dodge. Maybe they'll add one in the full release, but for now in the demo, there is no counterattack on the perfect dodge. So the game is responsive. The character does what you say when you order him to do it. Like, the game is mechanically responsive. He dodges when you tell him to dodge. It can be a little bit janky at times, but it's not that noticeable. It lets you choose between 3 melee weapons and 3 projectile weapons. I chose the darts and the swords. The darts are the thing I do when I shoot things out of my hands. Those are the darts. I will say the perfect dodge could be a little more... The game goes slow motion when you perfect dodge, but every time I successfully perfect dodge, I become aware of it a little bit late. It's kind of like I don't realize when I successfully perfect dodge until I'm halfway through my perfect dodge. You also don't get anything for perfect dodging, and you can't block or parry melee attacks, so you can only interact with an enemy attack if it's a projectile. There's this other thing that when you successfully deflect an enemy projectile, you only get iframes against other projectiles if an enemy does some other attack. Like, for example, there's like a sniper hornet that snipes you with a consistent laser. There's a point here where I parry a projectile and then I get hit with this like consistent laser and I take damage, even though for another projectile that I parried, I had iframes and negated the damage of another projectile whilst I was parrying. So the game doesn't have a lot of consistency when it comes to the iframes. The point is, you get iframes sometimes, and then other times you don't get iframes, even if you're executing the animation for a successful deflect. So let's do this. 6 out of 10 on the parry metric and 6 out of 10 on the fun and enjoyment scale. Because I can't take away from the fact that this is a good game. It is a good game that is fun, and that's basically an undeniable fact. However, it's a demo, so we get it. We understand when a game is unpolished and all that stuff. I'm just gonna leave it at a 6 out of 10 for now. My gut feeling is, and this is the boss by the way, my gut feeling is that when the full release comes out, I'm not gonna improve the score at all. I'm still gonna consider this game a 6 out of 10. Because once you get good at parrying the projectiles, this game doesn't have like much to give after that. And if it didn't have that, it would just be a mindless button masher. So thanks for watching, take care, and enjoy.